Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we'll be taking a look at Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Aliens Colonial Marines 1/18 scale Hudson action figure. This is the box that it comes in. In front of the box we have a very large window. It shows the figure and most of his accessories. On the bottom we have the Aliens Colonial Marines. And then here we have the Colonial Marines logo, the Hudson nameplate. Here on the right, the Hiya Toys logo. This is a very nice packaging. We have the white and we have like a hive type deco here at the bottom. And at the top, you can, on the sides, you can start seeing some of the aliens artwork. On the side here, it looks very, very nice. Nice artwork of the aliens, all just a bunch of them all together in one spot. We have aliens, Colonial Marines. I love how they highlight the eye. Very cool. And the other side of the box is the same as that side. Top of the box says Exquisite Mini Aliens Colonial Marines. With some artwork of an alien. We see done black, white with them blue highlights. Looks really nice. The bottom of the box is just like a hive looking design. Looks very cool. Back of the box, top, Exquisite Mini Aliens Colonial Marines. We have two product shots here. These are recommended for ages 14 and up. And here is some product information. So we have the company information for Hiya Toys. 20th Century Fox, all rights reserved. Here's a UPC. Here's a warning for choking hazards, small parts. These are not for children under the age of 3. These are more marketed towards the adult collector. And that's probably just due to the very fragileness of these figures and the way they were made. The Alien Colonial Marines figures were pretty much one of the first trademarks that Hiya Toys started making figures from. The aliens, and they moved into some of the Predator and Injustice and the Robocop now. And they've improved on their quality of their products. And so let's take a look and see how this figure stands up for quality. Let's go ahead and open him up. Figure just slides out. In the box, we do have this very nice backdrop. Has the Colonial Marines logo. Looks very cool. Set that aside. Here we have Hudson in a clamshell. So you can see, take a look at the figure. Not too bad. I'm not sure if the figure represents the actual actor from the movie. It's been a while since I've seen the Aliens movie. But it's done like a very dark brown hair. It looks like the face and the arms and hands are painted, unfortunately. Why is that important? Because if you move any of his joints, like right in here, as you can see if we can take a look at that. Right here. It will wear off the paint on the joints. And any friction points like here would probably rub off over time. Stop manipulating the joints. As you can see, there's some on this side also. Let's go and take a look at the head sculpt. Looks pretty good. These are nice. They have a nice presence on your shelf. But to be honest, in my opinion, playability is very limited. So this looks like a very, very dark brown hair. We have dark brown eyebrows. Eyes are painted pretty decently. Just normal mouth and nose. He does have the same vest as his other teammates. I do love the camo on here. He has 2 straps, like here and here, and it's connected to his belt. What's really, really nice about this is these figures come with their names on their armor. You see it says Hudson, and this is very cool. We have a skull crossbones with a sword through the head of the skull. It's very cool. Then we have a crotch flap here that's connected to that armor. He does have a device here on the back of his vest. It is only attached by a peg, so it is removable. It has that really nice camo look. Shoulder pad. Looks great. You can see this just right here. It just has a peg holding on. It is removable because I removed it from the Quintero action figure review I've done for the Colonial Marines, if you want to check that out also. It is pretty much the same figure for each one of the Colonial Marines. We do have the knee pads and the shin guards. I don't really think they're part of the boots. Dude had the boots are like a gray. They do not follow suit. In a way, the sculpt is designed here. It looks like these are just strapped over his combat boots. Take a 360 look. Here on the arm, we do have that very nice, not sure what that is. That is so small. Some kind of, maybe it's his unit. Here on the other arm, we do have the American flag, which is fantastic. Here down on his belt, we do have some kind of device. Oops, I pulled his leg off. We have some device right here. On the back, we do have pouches. We have a device here. Not too bad. So his main clothes outfit is more of a navy color. It has the blue and the blues and the white here on his arm, his legs. For more of his, because they are the Colonial Marines, kind of guys giving an idea that they are a Marine team. So you have that type of camo. For the articulation, it's going to be very difficult because these figures are pretty much stuck. But I overall know what the articulation is, so we'll go through it. But we'll be demonstrating it very limited because of the obvious issues with these figures. The heads do turn right and left. If you notice on the neck here, this turns here. It looks like the head can turn, but when you actually turn it, that piece turns. That's probably paint stuck, so it's going to be very difficult to loosen that up if you do want to play with it. So the arms are on a ball joint. They do go up and down. They rotate all the way around if the vest wasn't on. The arms do raise up straight out. They have bent elbows that are less than 90 degrees. This hand here does this. This hand does this. In and out. And then we have the elbows do rotate 360 here. There's a swivel joint. But the more you move that, the more you're going to lose paint on all this area here. You manipulate this, you're going to lose paint on the joints. And you're going to lose paint here on the lower wrist. And on all of your elbow joint there. So these are not very playable. So there are 2 balls on his upper legs here and here. There's rotation there. There's thigh rotation here. He does have double jointed knees. You have a joint here and here. And his feet do pivot down. There is no 360 rotation on these figures, which is very interesting. Like I showed off in the Quintero video, it looks like they have the same joint as Acid Rain figures, but that one's just up inside of the that boot shin guard. Hope you guys do understand that I cannot demonstrate the articulation because of the risk of damaging and the loss of the overall aesthetics due to the loss of paint. But these are cool figures. They have a nice presence on the shelf, and they see if we can get him a stand. They do have a place in collection because there's no, currently to my knowledge, any company offering any Colonial Marines 1/18 scale action figures. So this is all there are currently as of this video, and probably for the near future. So if you want a set of Colonial Marines at 1/18 scale, you would have to just accept what they are. Like I said, these are Hiya Toys' first attempt at their action figures, and as any company, they do have their defects in the beginning, and they're getting better with their Predator lines and their Injustice, but there's still problems with their stuck joints when you get stuff. So heating your figures is the absolute best way to loosen them up carefully, and it is time consuming. I do not recommend putting these guys in hot water due to the fact that I don't recommend it, period, because they do warp your plastic. But in this case, you can definitely probably melt your paint if it's in there too long, or do some damage to the paint because these are painted figures. But that's my opinion, and I was just sharing it with you. So hopefully that helps. So let's go and take a look at the accessories. It comes with these very cool stands. They have this great. These stands can be combined with the Predators and the Justice figures also. This is very rough, so be careful here. It's very irritating to the touch, but it does make it very, very menacing. So it also comes with these, what we're used to seeing, the H or I connectors, whatever you want to call them. Those are something to put in here, like so, so you can connect to other figure stands. He does come with his helmet. It has the same camo pattern as his vest and his knee guards and his shin pads. He has some kind of device here on his side, painted silver on the front, like a camera, or maybe a type of light. Very cool. He also comes with his assault rifle. Quintero has the same weapon. This is the black silver wash for dry brushing. They have the green there on the top of it and on the back of the stock here. It's definitely cool. I do like this gun. It's so very nice. He comes with a pistol. It's a black pistol. Unfortunately, there's nowhere. He has no holster on the figure to keep his pistol. And lastly, he comes with a scanner type device. A little bit of green here and here on this device. Unfortunately, due to the risk of paint loss on the figure, I will not be just demonstrating him holding him. It's a basic hold. There's not much there for the articulation. It's going to give you some dramatic poses But we will take a look at a comparison with him and Quintero. So as you can see, for uniformity, they look fantastic together. And the only difference in the figures are the head sculpts and the markings on their armor, their name and the symbol. And I noticed here too, unfortunately, they don't have the joints painted, to match his pants. It kind of is painted to match the knee pad on the figures. So the joints definitely stick out for the aesthetic of the action figures. Very cool. Just for comparison purposes, here is what he looks like next to their Predator offerings. With the Colonial Marines being the hunters, basically, of the aliens, or xenomorphs, you would think maybe somewhere, somehow, with the connection with the Predators, that they've come across a Predator. So it'd be kind of interesting to see, if you, in your storylines, would you put your Colonial Marines up against Predators? It'd be a great idea for a movie. Maybe like, Colonial Marines are hunting down an alien in the first half hour of the movie, and then a Predator comes and they fight a Predator. It'd be kind of a cool idea. What you guys think? Well, I hope you guys really liked this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. I appreciate it. I have the review up for Quintero, if you would like to check that out. I was able to do some more demonstrations with holding in the weapons with Quintero, because he seems to be more of a looser figure, so I was able to do it. But Hudson is just not being very cooperative. I can't move his elbows at all, and his hands are pretty well painted stuck. So if you want to see a little more demonstration, because he has almost the same accessories except for he has a very small, large machine gun, I want to call it, which he doesn't hold very well. But you can see the most of his accessories, and as an idea, I can maybe put on his helmet for you guys. And I think the helmets needed to be a little bit bigger. They sit kind of high, and I pushed it down pretty good. Let's hope we don't lose any paint taking that off. Alright guys, well, that's about all I got. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in our next review.